We begin with breaking news. A boat capsized and a dramatic rescue on Lake Michigan.
It happened as we experienced a sudden change in the weather in just a matter of minutes tonight.
Tia Ewing was at the lakefront and saw that rescue. Tia.
Well, that weather change is still going on right now. And you know the saying around here, just wait a few minutes and the weather will change. That's exactly what happened. It was about 15 minutes and we watched as the temps dipped down and the wind picked up. And that's when that boat tipped over right into Lake Michigan. That boater didn't have time to turn back. You could hear the wind. The weather shifted so quickly. This small sailboat capsized into Lake Michigan right off of 31st Street Beach. Dramatic video showing the boat being battered by the waves. Luckily, everyone on board was rescued.
The wind just picked up and you start seeing the white caps, so people will get caught.
Local boater John Stepney explained that beginners can be caught off guard by the fast changing conditions.
When I came out earlier today, it was like no wind and the lake was pretty flat, man. Actually looked like glass coming in around from by the museum. So those are nice days to be out.
The weather phenomenon is called a pneumonia front. Waukegan dropped 15 degrees in 10 minutes. In Chicago, these bikers were heading home.
I thought it was summer a minute ago. It's about 30 minutes past.
And then what happened?
Turned to about 60 degrees.
What are your thoughts? Because I don't see you with no coat, nothing.
About time to make it home in a minute.
It's definitely time to go put a jacket on.
We captured pictures showing the temp was 80 in Chicago, and in minutes it was 74. A little over an hour later, it was 58 degrees. The cold front sweeping over Lake Michigan brought with it some serious wind gusts. Not the way Pauline Ricks and Reginald Hardrick wanted to spend their birthday.
I thought it was going to be a sunny day.
Yeah, we all thought it was going to be a sunny day. It obviously didn't last. I can tell you, though, that the wind picks up a little bit more when you get closer to Lake Michigan. As for this cold front, it's supposed to last through Wednesday. Live in Chicago tonight, Tia Ewing, Fox 32 Chicago. Dawn and Corey, I'll send it back to you in that warm, nice studio tonight.
Oh, my goodness. We can tell it's windy out there. Tia, thank you. Well, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Emily Walls. We heard a lot about this pneumonia front.
Yeah, so what does that mean, Emily, other than it's good weather to, I don't know, stay inside maybe for a little while?
Right, right. Turn around and go back inside. Yeah. So a pneumonia front, it's something that we really don't hear about all that often, but what you do hear about fairly often is backdoor cold fronts coming in right off of the lake. But a pneumonia front, it's very specific to Lake Michigan and the western side of Lake Michigan at that. It's when our winds turn to be northeasterly, and that's going to bring a very drastic temperature drop. But it has to be a very specific temperature drop, about 16 degrees or higher, in a matter of an hour or less. And we certainly did see that right at the lakefront. So jumping northward to Milwaukee, we dropped from 81 degrees to 63 in only 20 minutes. In Waukegan, you heard this from Tia, a 15-degree drop in just 10 minutes. And in Chicago, it was about the same. I was looking between the 5 and 6 o'clock hour. We saw about 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts as that front came through, and that did drop temperatures very drastically. Now for tonight, we're going to see temperatures dropping down into the 40s, and tomorrow looks cool. I'll have that forecast coming up.